Hey guys, it's Jack Punkington here. I meant to make this video last night when I made my video about talking about my EP, and I totally forgot because I was really tired, but it's the next morning, and it's a music discussion video today. And like every music discussion video, I need coffee. Delicious blackness. Anyway, today I'm talking about a band that's really starting to hit the music industry hard and fast. The reason for that being, a little while ago, I made a one or two talking about 3 Days Grace and their new singer, their new songs, and how I loved Human Race. I loved, just like their new sound. I was like, that's really cool. They sound really good. And then I watched a video of them live. I'm like, yeah, I need to eat my own words. Well, I shouldn't say that. Musically, they still sound just as good. Lyrically, it's still strong lyrics. Vocally is where the trouble hits. Studio vocals, amazing. But on the downside is studio vocals are very easy to make sound perfect. On the other hand, live vocals are very hard to make sound perfect without lip syncing. So, which they don't do, which is good. And I feel like he is still coming into his own as a singer for the band, but that his live vocal performance needs to be worked on for it to be really good. If he were to work on his live vocal performance, I think they would be an all-around good band. That's my honest opinion. I think that he just has some work he needs to do. Now, today we're going to talk about a band that I got to see live at Rock on the Range that I forgot to tell you guys about, I think. Saint Asonia. If you guys haven't heard of them, look them up. Saint Asonia is the quintessential love child of musicians who want to move on, in my opinion. That's what I get from their music. Adam Gontier from 3 Days Grace is the lead singer. I do not know his name, but the guitar player from Staind, and I found out the bass player is from Finger 11. He's not from Sponge or Mudvayne or whatever. I do remember talking about this, but anyway, he's from Finger 11. They're just starting to come out as their own as musicians, and I feel like that's really cool that they can break away from their old bands, still have their experience, but not let them hold them down to what we're expected of them. Adam Gontier has a very, very amazing voice. I love his voice. He's actually a very big inspiration of how my voice is when I try to sing. And I've always loved Staind, and Finger 11's really cool too. Now, when I saw them live, they played one song from 3 Days Grace and one song from Staind. They played I Hate Everything About You, and they played Other Side, or Outside. And it was good, and there was a guy right in front of me, I remember this distinctly, who was talking about both bands. And he was talking about how, Staind's better and 3 Days Grace sounds better. I wanted to look him and say, think about this. This was their first world performance. They had never performed for no small venues, no small bars, nothing. We were their first performance, and they were first on the main stage on the second day. We were their first performance ever. And it was amazing. They're actually coming to a venue in my town called the Machine Shop at the end of the month. This time the recording is August 1st. And I'm going to go see them with my cousins who I go to concerts with now, because they're awesome. Anyway, and that's going to be an all-around good show. And I'm excited to see them because it's a small venue. And if I really want to, I can get this far from them. And just to listen, because they're a very good band. They're very energized. And when I heard the song Fairy Tale, that was the first song that they played, I think. And it was very kind of eye-opening to see kind of like where the music kind of came from lyrically. A lot of their lyrics are talking about moving on, because I feel that the first album is going to be like that a lot. I feel that this band is about moving on. When they came out, they clearly stated, this is not what you would call a supergroup. This is just a bunch of guys playing together, having some fun. So, it's not a supergroup, meaning that it can be a quintessential, actual full band, full time. Some guys having fun is kind of like where bands kind of start. So, no, it's not a supergroup that will just do like one album then break off. No, it's a full band that's probably going to be around for a little while. I would hope so, because what I've heard from them I loved. My favorite song I've heard by them so far is called Better Place. And it's all about Adam's moving on, trying to cut that part of his life out with 3 Days Grace, and just kind of like be his own person as a singer and just move on. Which I think he probably wrote. If he wrote the song, I don't know who wrote it, but if he had, I feel like he would have wrote it very early on after quitting the band. Because if anyone doesn't know, the reason why he quit the band was because the differences in music, which happens a lot. Music differences always is a pretty big reason why bands will split off. And they wanted to do more quote unquote radio rock for money, which it's the industry. You need money. He wanted to write music that he liked. And I feel like that song, and quintessentially this whole album that will be coming out soon, is all about, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let anyone stop me, and these people in my band agree with me. So, what? So, if you guys haven't checked them out, Saint Asonia, great band. I really recommend the song Better Place, but any of their songs that are out, they have their own YouTube, Vivo channel, whatever, and check them out. They've got like 2 music videos out, I think, and it's really good. This is Jack Punkington, signing out. See you later. Bye!